Well, welcome to this, the final in our series, Driving New Zealand Outback. And we're on the Whangamomona Road, heading towards the bridge to somewhere. So let's join the team with all the action. Well, not very often we see the Jeep get stuck, but he's attacked this puddle on the wrong side, and so he's just gone into deepness there. So what Ralph is going to have to do is hook him up and pull him around. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Ralph's going to back up and they'll hook him up, and there he goes. Ralph's got him hooked up already. And you watch this. Out he'll come, wheels spinning ferociously, and there's that big hump in the middle of those ruts there that was holding it up. And the boys in the Jeep and the Nissan are going to move it out of the way so I can get through, and hopefully that happens. But it's a challenging little slippery puddle, that's for sure. And one of the things that when you're in this slippery stuff and in ruts is you don't know where your wheels are turning, and so mine are extremely off to the left and I need to straighten them up. So Bob's telling me to do exactly that, to straighten them up and get in the puddle and go for it. So that's what I'm going to do. That seems to be the only way forward, is just put your foot down and get in the puddle and go. But you can just see how my wheels just want to go to the left all by themselves, and that's because of the ruts and the slipperiness of this puddle. But anyway, I'm going to give it the old 1-2. Not doing very well at the moment, but anyway, I'm getting myself in that puddle and got to straighten those wheels up. I think there should be a little dial on the dashboard somewhere that tells you which way your wheels are turning in a Ford four-wheel drive. But anyway, now's the time, so give it heaps. I still want to turn to the right, but no, it's coming out, not quite there. And pretty much it just slipped back in. So we'll give it another go, give it the old 1-2 again.
Turn the wheel to the right.
And wheel straightened up a bit, yep, and pulled myself out. Awesome.
You watch it there because you want to keep it to take off.
Following along behind me is Paul Woollard, and Paul has a lot of videos on YouTube all about his Canon and the places he's been and the things he's done. So it's a very interesting. You just look up Paul Woollard on YouTube and have a look at some of the material that he's put up there. But he's had this Canon for a year or so, and it's been four-wheel driving, so he pretty much knows what he's doing. And he's lining up this puddle, and he's going to give it a go as well. So a few post-mortems by the people around about how and what he should and shouldn't do. But he's ready to put his foot down, I think, and give it a go. And as you can see, it's as slippery as anything. So it's backing up a wee bit.
Really, honestly, get your right wheel into that slot there. Just keep coming forward where you are now. Right, come forward. Yeah. Yeah, go backwards. Go back. You're going to slide over the edge. Straighten her up, yeah. Straight back. Straight back. Back. Now try it. Jesus Christ. Yep. On the over the bench. Yeah, you're right. It's hooked. Right. Now follow it and keep the momentum up. Follow it and keep the momentum up. Yeah. Yeah, right, Ralph.
Got it. Give it this, mate.
Don't play with it.
Yeah. All or nothing. Yeah. All or nothing.
You know, that's if you stole it. Yeah, that's looking good. Yep. Get it to it. Get it.
At least we can hook the rope on, Bob.
Right, back up.
So I'm in front of Paul, and it's time to fit the rope with a shackle. There you go, wheels off the ground again, and Paul is out. So the next one up is, I think it's the grey one, and you can see this one's on road tyres. You can just see how it's slipping there in the mud, which is fun. But there is a bit of something to be careful of going around that corner. We did have an incident many years ago where the trucker got into real trouble on that corner, but we did get him out and all is safe and sound. So the grey truck's going to attack this, and his wheels have gone the opposite way. His wheels are off to the right too far, and as I said before, there should be a little indicator on the dashboard that tells you whether your wheels are facing forward, right or left. But those road tyres, look at them, they're just spinning. So Paul's in front of the grey truck, so they're hooking him up to Paul, and Paul will do the rescuing in this case. But just look at the back of that truck. It's no bumper, so I suppose that's helpful. And it's, as I said, it's only on road tyres, so that's pretty impressive. I think the next truck up is the blue one, but we'll see.
What are you grabbing?
I'm hoping it's country can't get on the Wi-Fi.
So Paul's racing forward, there we go, and the grey truck is through. I'm pretty pleased about that. Yeah, here comes the blue truck. Andrew McColl's driving this one, but he too has got to the point of just going nowhere, so they'll hook him up to the grey truck and they'll pull him out. And the red truck getting ready to come through is Tim.
Alright. He wants to go straight now, eh?
Get him right up here.
Come straight forward, Tim. Straight forward, buddy.
There's this little tricky corner here that he has to get around, and it's so slippery that just Bob with one arm will hold that onto the track. So there's Tim, into the puddle he goes, and ooh, those road tyres are sort of pretty good. But Andrew will back up and hook up onto the front of Tim, and Tim will be out as well. So one of those tricky little spots on this road, and there's the rope, there's Tim, and out he goes, and all is well. So coming up to the last, I think this is the blue truck here, and then there's Bob behind him. Bob is the last one to come up. So sure enough, lots of help, lots of directions.
Thanks, mate.
It's just a tricky little corner, that. There's nothing particularly, it's just mud, really. So here we go.
Yep.
And off to the right, just keeping the wheels on that bit of grass just seems to help. But anyway, they've got it lined up and they're ready to attack the puddle as well. This is another truck that's got road tyres, and off he goes. But I just see on the front there he's got his tow strap already ready to go into action, which speeds things up, of course. If you've got 10, 12 trucks to get through a puddle like this, it all takes time. So the more prepared you can be, the faster you all get through. So that little rope already on the front of that blue truck just speeded things up. So last but not least is Bob, and Bob's been on many four-wheel drive treks with us, about 18 years Bob's been coming with us. And Bob's a mechanic, and when you do these sorts of trips, you do need a mechanic. In fact, there's 2 mechanics on this trek, so that's always helpful. So when you come on one of our treks, the rules are, if you break down, we'll tow you to the nearest town, and after that you look after yourself. But Bob's got a rope on, and they're saying, no, hang on a minute.
No.
We've just got to get things right this end.
Sliding backwards. Jumping, mate.
And Bob will come out in just a short minute, I'm sure.
He's just putting another tow car on the front. Give us 2 minutes.
Using a bit of palm for a hand towel.
Do we need 2?
That's real blow. Ah, no, the pants. That's it. Yep, much better.
Stand clear of the... Yep, just take it forward.
So they're getting out of the way. The blue truck's going to do the pulling. Oh, I know what. Yeah. So they've hooked the blue truck up, and there's another truck in front of the blue truck as well. So there's 2 trucks actually. Tim and this blue truck hooked together to pull Bob out. So there you go. We're on the track again, and looking forward to the next obstacle as we travel this Whangamomona Road to the bridge to somewhere. With me is Tim Elliott from Kluer Motors in Hamilton, and good on you,
to
Tim.
see you.
Maybe tell us a little bit about the vehicles you sell.
Right, well, we've got an absolutely amazing range from the GWM Haval product lineup. We start with a small SUV with the Jolian, and we start from that at $27,990 plus on-road costs. We then go through that range. We have 3 models in the Jolian range. We then go into the H6, which is the next size up, your mid-size SUV, and that we actually have 5 models in that range.
Wow.
Yeah, starting from $33,990.
Yeah.
So when you look at the value for money in our range, and we even have right through to a hybrid like our new car behind me here. As well as the SUVs, we have a stunning lineup of the GWM Cannon, which is New Zealand Autocar Magazine's Ute of the Year for 2020.
Wow.
Not only has it come up Ute of the Year because of its build quality, ride quality and safety, now 5-star safety rating in 2021, it is an absolutely amazing package. You don't get the harsh ride that you traditionally get in a ute, but you get all the safety and benefit of having 3-ton towing capacity, up to a ton payload in the back, but also room for your guests in the back of the vehicle if you're taking a few along with you.
With a bit of legroom.
With a bit of legroom and vents in the back so they have actually get a bit of fresh air as well.
Well, that's marvellous. Get hold of Tim, and I'm sure he'll look after you. Capital Tyres in the CBD of Hamilton. We have been servicing the Hamilton and Greater Waikato since 1979. We're not a franchise. Capital Tyres is a family-owned and operated business situated in the CBD of Hamilton. Please feel free to look through our tyre and tyre maintenance services online, or even better still, come and visit our friendly and experienced team today. Check out our webpage at www.capitaltyres.co.nz or call us on 07 839 4115. That's 07 839 4115. Well, welcome back. And Ralph has got to negotiate a tricky little bit of a hill. And over the other side of this hill, there's a short tunnel which leads towards a bridge, which is the next obstacle. Because the bridge has been washed out at one end. So we're going to have to rebuild the approach to the bridge in order to get across it. So Ralph is leading the pack. So once he's over this hill, down and through that tunnel, he's ready to set himself up on the bridge to start assisting people across it. So the road, as you can see, bouncy, windy, muddy, and into the tunnel he goes. Next across is the Jeep, and the Jeep giving it beans as it always does. Up over the top, and they too are heading off down into this tunnel. And as I said before, in the Taranaki area you'll find lots and lots of these tunnels with the wooden cathedral roof built into them, and yeah, they're all there for a purpose. Next up into the tunnel is me with the black GWM, and coming down through this tunnel is bush on the other side, and of course it's all very exciting and very mysterious because you've got no idea what you're getting yourself into at the outside of it. And there's nowhere to turn around, of course, and so if you come to a bit of a dead end you'd have to back up through it. But anyway, here's this bridge we were talking about, and you can see she's is washed out just that little bit, and they're just getting things ready for Ralph to back up and hook up and just give me a bit of an assist over this bit of a lip. They have made a ramp, and they've filled it in with dirt. It makes things just that little bit easier. So I've been pulled onto the bridge, and Steve up the front there is getting the rope all sorted, and then we're looking down into this bridge valley, which is just a little stream that's running underneath it. So he's going to take our rope off. There you go, he's done that. Now Ralph will go forward and I'll follow Ralph along, and we're off the other end. Well, there's that little stream, you can just see it now as we go across this bridge. But as I said, this is built back in the 1920s, so that bridge has been there a very long time. And there's the Jeep, it's already over, and following me over is Paul Woollard in his white GWM. So I'll get out of the way of Ralph, and I'll go back onto the bridge and pull over the next person. There's the camera on the GWM, which is looking out the front, which is very handy if you can't quite see what you're doing. So now the blue truck is going to throw itself as this bit of a hill, and as you watch it'll just get stuck. There he goes, and can't go any further, but on the other hand he's wearing road tyres. So Ralph has got to back up through this tunnel, and when he gets to the other side there they'll put on a rope and rescue that little blue truck. But being in this tunnel, backing up on your mirrors, there it is always a bit of a challenge. So they've put out a pretty long rope, and they've got a strap on the front of the blue truck that they'll hook it all up, and we'll be able to pull them over that little bit of a hill. No problem at all. And you can just see the angle. It's well, it's not going to fall over, of course, but it's going to get the job done. So just a little bit more. There you go. He's got control. So the strap's gone loose, so they'll undo everything. And next up is Tim in the red truck, and Tim has also got a strap attached to the grill there, which, as I said before, just speeds things up when it comes to getting a rescue done. So if Tim gets stuck, which he may or may not do, no, he scratches way over the top with those road tyres as well. So here's the third truck, another blue one, and giving it all go. He should make it, and if he doesn't, Tim's there to help him out. No, he's up there as well. With me is Tim Elliott from Kluer Motors in Hamilton, and good on you, Tim. Maybe tell us a little bit about the vehicles you sell.
Right, well, we've got an absolutely amazing range from the GWM Havel product lineup. We start with a small SUV with the Jolion, and we start from that at $27,990 plus on-road costs. We then go through that range. We have 3 models in the Jolion range. We then go into the H6, which is the next size up, your mid-size SUV, and that we actually have 5 models in that range.
Wow.
Yeah, starting from $33,990.
Yeah.
So when you look at the value for money in our range, and we even have right through to a hybrid like our new car behind me here. As well as the SUVs, we have a stunning lineup of the GWM Cannon, which is New Zealand Autocar Magazine's Ute of the Year for 2020.
Wow.
Not only has it come up Ute of the Year because of its build quality, ride quality and safety, now 5-star safety rating in 2021, it is an absolutely amazing package. You don't get the harsh ride that you traditionally get in a ute, but you get all the safety and benefit of having 3-ton towing capacity, up to a ton payload in the back, but also room for your guests in the back of the vehicle if you're taking a few along with you.
With a bit of legroom.
With a bit of legroom and vents in the back so they have actually get a bit of fresh air as well.
Oh, that's marvellous. Get hold of Tim and I'm sure he'll look after you.
Look forward to hearing from you.
Okay, so on this is the nudge bar we've just taken off the Cannon. And if I turn it over here, you'll probably see it here, but it's been whacked. I mean, it's been whacked here, whacked there, whacked the other side.
Yeah.
And the airbags didn't go off, which is, I just sort of think, wow, that's, I mean, you don't think about it at the time, but when you get out of it,
Yeah.
you think, God, why didn't those airbags go off?
Yeah.
And that's because of your design.
Well, I think in order to activate the airbags, you need quite a shock travelling along the chassis.
Oh, okay.
And the aluminium is quite soft and it absorbs a fair bit of impact.
Yes.
So that's probably why your airbags didn't go off.
Oh, okay. Well, and it's probably just as well.
Yeah.
But we've taken a fair bit of whack. Now the support, there's a nut there, 4 bolts holding this thing on.
Yeah.
So the support system that holds this up did pretty well.
Yes. Yeah, I'm very pleasantly surprised how well that stood up.
Wow. Yeah. So on a brand new one, and you sent it out and it gets stuck on, and you just sort of, that's the last you see of it. Like nobody comes back with it and says, you know, this has done this has done that. Can you fix it?
We do get damaged ones back to repair.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes,
That does,
yeah.
yeah. And sometimes they just get written off. They're just too far
A
gone.
lot of the time.
Yeah. Is it hard to repair? I mean, you probably couldn't put these dings out, could
No.
you? No. So this is basically
This is a write-off.
gone past its use by date,
Yeah.
put another one on.
Yeah.
So there you go, folks. Alliark, if you're looking for a bull bar, a nudge bar, give these guys a call and they'll arrange for you to put your nudge bar on your vehicle. Absolutely wonderful. On the other side of this bridge, it all dropped away. So what we've done is we've had a couple of big posts that were lying around. We've put them up like ramps, then filled underneath them with dirt. And Big Bad Ralph's got through with his Nissan Safari. And what's happening now is the Cannons are coming as far as they can, and then Ralph will back up, hook them up, and then just winch them back over the lip. So they're on their way here. And there's a couple of real bridges we go over that were built for trucks, because this was a main road back in its day. So some of the bridges have still got the weights that are allowed on them and that sort of thing. So the trucks of the 1930s and 40s would have gone through this track, you know, just carting what they cart. Farmers, material, sheep, cattle, stuff like that.
Something about that? Yeah, you might as well just back up and work.
So there's another 5 trucks to go, so Ralph's backing up for the next one, and hopefully there's no dramas with this one.
Tours, we sleep in that. We've got a tent that attaches to it.
Oh, you have.
Yeah, that's just for getting changed in and stuff, but our bed's always in the back.
Shit, you got 2 of them up. Well, not about that.
Whoa!
The whole water dump.
we would never go. Track.
You pulled two of them up, didn't it? So congratulations, you've gone through some challenging stuff, and the Great Walls have just blown me away. The ride, the suspension, all the things about this is just absolutely outstanding. So good on you, and Tim, great idea. So thanks guys. So there you go. Now let's have a review of our series Driving New Zealand Outback. My GWM was supplied by Kepler's in Hamilton. And just a bit more about that GWM, I was so impressed I've actually bought it. So if you're looking for an excellent all-round ute, I can certainly recommend the GWM, and Kepler's in Hamilton are the people to talk to about getting yours. We covered tracks in the South Island as well as in the North, and everyone enjoyed themselves. If you have a four-wheel drive and would like to join our 2023 South Island trek, email me at billhohepper@extra and I'll send the details. If you'd like to test drive a Haval or a GWM, get a hold of Kepler's. Looking for tyres? Capital Tyres in Hamilton will look after you there. If you're looking for a bull bar or a nudge bar, Aliark are the people to get hold of. So enjoy this little review and we'll see you all next time. So Andrew, we've reached the end. We're going to have some lunch, and all the challenges we've faced getting here, like into the deep water, into those ruts, moved all the rocks off a slip, and the angle, something like that, it would have frightened a lot of people. Looking down the abyss on the left-hand side of the truck, that would have frightened some people as well. But the trucks came through. They only had 5 of them only had road tyres, so I'm impressed. I'm sure you're impressed. So if you're looking for a Canon, or you're looking for a ute that does everything you want it to do, including four-wheel drive, there's Kepler's contact details, email, website, phone number. You can get hold of Andrew and he'll talk to you direct. Absolutely. And talk to you about getting your new Canon, GWN Canon ute.